Yes, hello friends. Welcome back to Learn and Share with me, Faraj. Thank you for following, thank you for subscribing, and thank you for learning with me. Today, I've brought something special for teachers and anyone who uh, deals in institutions, schools, whereby you need to create some schedule and generate programs or timetable such that you're very organized. You include breaks and so many things that, like we shall see. So I'm going to introduce to you what we call Ask Timetables. Ask Timetables is really a very handy tool for everyone, especially institutions that deal with learners to organize their selves in terms of the schedule and like you'll see. All right, so this is the interface, the outlook of Ask Timetables. This is the version. I have version 2026, and it's offline. Of course, you can also access it online if you go to the official site. All right, we're going to go straight to what has brought us. So yeah, we're going to start by creating, let's say, timetable, maybe a demo school, and then we walk through it together. All right, let's get started. So I'm going to go to the main tab here, like you can see, and I'm going to click on new. I don't want to open a new file, so I'm going to click on new, and then I will have to enter the name of my school. So let me say learn and share, for example. Learn and share school, and which academic year, let's say 2026 2027, and I don't need to change the registration name. So you have to select how many periods that you have per day. Let's say you have let's say 6 periods per day. Yeah, okay. And then you can edit from here how many days in a week, or how many days, of course 5 days, Monday to Friday. We have classes on weekends, in different countries. If you're in Saudi Arabia, Thursday, Friday is like a weekend, and in some other places, Friday, Saturday is the weekend. But of course, normally our weekend is Saturday and Sunday. All right. So when you want to make more changes, you go to bell times here. When you click here, you start organizing. So these are your periods, 1 up to 6. You don't need to rename them. All you can do maybe is organize the timings. Let's say the first period, your lessons are, let's say, let me say 1 hour. So you can edit at what time the lesson ends, at what time the lesson starts, and what time it ends. So let's say our lesson ends at 9. All right, the first period. Click OK. You organize, you edit the second one, of course, starting from, let's say there is also there should be a break somewhere, so maybe 10 minutes. So assuming they have a 10 minutes break, so the next lesson will start like at 1:10 up to, let's say, 10 10 10 10. Okay, this is just for example. So now you need to add the breaks. When you want to add the breaks, you come over here, add breaks that will be printed between the lessons. All right, so I'm going to add my first break. So you shall have a break here. On my break, maybe just break. The break position is actually this break is before period number 2 exactly. So I'm going to click here, and it is exactly 9 to, it's 10 minutes break. Okay, the text I want for printout, so I will say break and then click OK. All right, like you can see, after the first period they've added a break there. The second period also need to add another break after the second period. You just click there, and then this is usually, I think, breakfast. Breakfast, just put B here. This is before the third period. You have breakfast up to, starts at 10:10. Usually takes about 20 minutes, so up to 10:30. All right, you say this is breakfast. Okay, all right, let's edit very fast. Let's go to the next timing. Anyway, I'm going to stop here, just be such that we go through it very, very fast. Okay, at least we have learned how to add the breaks in between lessons. So you can proceed and add other breaks, and then you add lunch like that. So if you need to add more periods, you go back there and add the number of periods as well. Let's stop here for now. All right, if you want also to create multi-term or multi-week timetables that will be different each week or the term, it's also possible. Just check here and then make sure you'll be creating different timetables for different weeks, like I see some other institutions have it. All right, let's go to the next. So when you click next, to ask you to also enter some of these things automatically. So for example, which what do you use in your school, course, subject, etc. Of course, most of us use subject, so I'm going to click the subjects. When I click subject here, okay, but no, just need to skip this. You don't need to, just skip this. All right, so here we're going to enter the subjects that our learners are taking. Also, I'm going to enter just about 4 for demonstration. Oh, let me enter 6 since we have 6 periods. Okay, let's say mathematics. Okay, mathematics, short form, let's say math. That's enough. Can enter another subject, let's say English, and short form can be Ing. Quickly, which other subject we have? We have this we have science. All right, next subject, let me add, let's say ICT. Social studies, maybe. We have social studies, maybe you have also some language, French. Okay, all right, let me add one more subject, maybe PE, physical education. All right, okay, now they have added our subjects already. You just go to new and then you add. If you want to delete, you click remove and edit or something like that. Okay, now before we proceed, you can also select, for example, there are some key subjects that are important and that need learners to be fresh, and usually learners are fresh in the morning hours. So you can, subjects like mathematics, maybe science, English, they are very core, so you need to maybe do them in the morning hours. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to prioritize them. When you, let's say when you click on mathematics, and then you're going to go to time off. So as you can see, where there is the green tick, it shows that the subjects are available. All these spaces are available from period 1 to period 6, from Monday to Friday. But we want, let's say, those mathematics to only be from, it can either be in period 1, 2, or 3. Beyond that, maybe some learners tend not to focus properly. So we are going to turn off all the others. Okay, just double click, and then turn off all, but period 3 is okay. All right, double click to turn off, and then you press OK after this. This means that all these areas with the X, mathematics automatically, when generating the timetable, they will not place mathematics in those areas. All right, let's do the same for English. You click on English, and then you click on time off. The same. Then also, I think I wanted science. All right, just click on science, time off, and then we remove it from the afternoon. There we go. For any other things, we shall try to understand together maybe later on. Okay, we can go to the next item. Remember, we haven't added teachers, we haven't added maybe classrooms, and there are so many things to do. So when you click on mathematics, the lessons they will show you later on, because we have not yet added all the details. Let's go to the next. Now, next they're telling us this is the step 4 of the 7 steps that we are using the wizard now. It is easier with the wizard, but without the wizard you can also go through the manual way that we shall see together there. So we're going to enter our classes here. Just go to new, and we enter our classes. Okay, let's say we have let's say primary is a P1. That's yeah, I'm just gonna leave it like that. You're going to add new very fast. Let's say P2, P3, okay, P4, and P5. All right, you have, let's say, P6 and P7. Of course, this is just a local school, not international school. Okay, these are our classes. You finished adding the, let's say we have 7 classes in primary, and then you click on next. Now we're going to enter our classrooms. Now classes are different from classrooms. Classes, these are the classes that you have in the school, but then the classrooms, the classes inclusive, where learners take lessons from. Okay, for example, the ICT lab. Let's say ICT lab. Of course, by default, most learners, the learners take lessons in their in their classes. Let's say you have a STEAM room where you do okay, you say you have the STEAM room is sufficient for all the science subjects. Okay, let's say for now we have, these are the only special rooms that you have, and then let's say you need to also include the other classes where the learners take lessons from. So P2, P3, you have P4, we have P5, P6, and finally P7. These are the classrooms. All right, let's say you have few students and you don't have streams like A, B, C, something like that. Some schools have bigger numbers and they have more different classes. subclasses, if I can use the word. All right, let's go to next. Now we need to enter teachers. Let's enter our teachers very fast. Also just click new. You enter that first teacher. Let's say Faraj. Yeah. Okay. Shall add this later. Just have to enter now very fast. We shall assign also the lesson later to Faraj. So just add the teachers. Let's say we have Joseph. Okay. Let's say we have Musa, Mr. Musa. Let's say we have let's say Miss Jennifer. Okay. Let's say we have Miss Sumaya. Nice. Just adding very fast, but when you're creating your own, you have to take your time and also do in detail. Okay. And then we have Miss Josephine. Okay. And maybe you have another teacher who called Zainab. Wonderful. You have Afura. Okay. Maybe you have another teacher called Ramadan. All right. And maybe Sura. Okay. These are just sample teachers. Now let's go to that last step. If you have some other things to do, you can do them right now. But remember, we have not yet assigned subjects to teachers. Okay, for now we are going to finish, and then as you can see, our timetable is still empty because we have not assigned anything to teachers. So we are going to go to specifications here, and then we go to teachers. Then you select, let's say, Mr. Faraj, and add him lessons. For, let's say, we're going to pick a subject. Let's say ICT. You pick from here, and then which classes. Let's say P5, the entire class. Now, there also have some options. Let's say you have the class is divided into groups, and all boys, or you can. There's some lessons where you separate. Let's say boys, girls. Maybe you have different groups. Yeah, but at this moment, you can. I'm going to select the entire class. If you're going to join, if the classes are joint, let's say you're teaching P5 and P4 together, you have to click here. All right, but this is and how many lessons of ICT do you have in with the P5s in a week? You have to also select it here. Let's say you have periods per week. Let's say 2, for instance, and they are singles, not doubles. Double means they continue. Single means like 1 hour. Then double, the this one is quite, it has like 2 periods continuously, but it's going to be a single. So which classroom? The ICT lab. We have to select the classroom. So they will use the what? The ICT lab. Okay. Okay. They're going to use the ICT lab for this lesson. And then you click OK. And you add all the lessons by one for all this ICT. You go to another class, entire class, periods, 2 periods, for instance. Not home classroom. All this is also in the ICT lab. At least there will not be any collusion. Yeah. Okay. You had another one. Okay, ICT P2, 2 periods, single. Now, if there are more than 2 teachers or more than 1 teacher that are teaching this class, you can also add the teachers from here. Let's say Mr. Musa is also teaching ICT. You click on Mr. Musa and also add him in that very class. Okay. All right. I want to do it very fast. Let me edit this. I didn't edit. It should be in the classroom. Home classroom means the class that they usually sit in. Let's say P2. Okay. Let's say this is done for Faraj. If you want to edit the lessons, you click here, remove, copy, etc. Okay. Now let's just close. We also you do the same. You add for all the teachers. Okay. We are going to stop here and then we shall continue in the next part. Thank you so much for following.